Today we have info on a gator being hauled behind an SUV, National Double Cheeseburger Day, a parking lot sinkhole, and so much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Lily Fowler and a sports update with Sawyer Hughes.
Today is Thursday, September 15th, 2022.
We are live from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School, and you are watching Vox News Today.
Welcome back. I'm Amber Filial.
And I'm Ian Reardon, and these are your top stories for today.
Canada is giving the public a way to honor Queen Elizabeth II. The Department of the Canadian Heritage says people can sign an official book of condolences. Physical copies are available in legislative buildings across the country. Several diplomats have already signed them. Canadians can also fill out a form on the government's website to pay their respects.
President Joe Biden plans to nominate a new ambassador to Russia soon. According to 3 sources familiar with the matter, the next nominee for Russian ambassador is Lynn Tracy. Tracy speaks Russian and was the number 2 diplomat in Moscow from 2014 to 2017. She is currently serving as ambassador to Armenia and has been in that position since 2019. The timing of Tracy's official nomination will depend on Russia agreeing to accept her as ambassador.
A photo of an alligator presumed to have been killed during a hunt being hauled behind an SUV in Florida over the weekend has begun to make the rounds on social media and has people divided and asking questions.
A man dressed up as horror icon Michael Myers was spotted strolling along a beach in Florida during the Labor Day weekend. Todd Easter says he was at Panama City Beach early Sunday morning when he spotted the masked slasher from a condo building.
In Los Angeles, A-list celebrities are teaming up with LA Unified School District to help children from underserved communities to break into business. Actor George Clooney and Don Cheadle were among the stars that came out on Wednesday to celebrate the opening of the Royal School of Film and Television Production. The school will train teenage students for jobs in the entertainment industry and help them get some of the $65,000 behind-the-scenes positions in Hollywood.
A portrait of the late Democratic Maryland Representative Elijah Cummings was unveiled at the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday. A number of lawmakers delivered remarks honoring Cummings at the portrait unveiling, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, and House Majority Whip James Clyburn. Cummings was first elected to the House in 1996. Cummings died in 2019 at the age of 68, while he was serving as chairman of the House Oversight and Reform Committee. At the time, his office said he died due to complications concerning long-standing health challenges, end quote. Baltimore-based artist Jarrell Gibbs painted Cummings' portrait. It will hang in the Rayburn House Office Building's Oversight and Reform Committee hearing room.
And now let's check on our weather. Lily, what can you tell us?
It is sunny outside today, so stay tuned for what I have to say about the weather forecast right after this break.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back. I'm Lily Fowler with your weather, and here's your weather at a glance for today. There's currently 60 degrees, and the high for today will be 83, and the low will be 57 with a precipitation of 2%. The wind will be 2 miles per hour with a humidity of 94%, a dew point 58 degrees, and pressure of 30 inches. The visibility will be 8 miles, and there will be a UV index of 0. Tropical storm Fiona has formed in the Atlantic and is now targeting parts of the Caribbean. Fiona is the 6th named storm of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season, according to the National Hurricane Center. The storm was about 625 miles east of Leeward Islands as it strengthened from a tropical depression Wednesday. Winds from Fiona are hitting about 50 miles per hour with even higher gusts. Now let's take a look at our national radar. There will be rain scattered around the states and some near the Canada border. And here is your 7-day forecast. The high for today will be 83 and the low will be 57 and it is sunny. The Friday will be sunny with a high of 85 and a low of 58. On Saturday it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 85 and a low of 59. On Sunday it'll be sunny with a high of 86 and a low of 59. On Monday it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 88 and a low of 63. On Tuesday it'll be sunny with a high of 91 and a low of 65, and on Wednesday it'll be sunny with a high of 92 and a low of 65. That is all I have for your weather. Here is Sawyer with your sports report.
Today we have Brett's picks, MLB scores, college football, and more right after this break.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the king, come banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you could touch a god, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Stand in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
Welcome back. I'm Sarah Hughes with your sports, and here's Brett Whitehead with Brett's Picks.
Hello and welcome to Brett's Picks. It's week number 3. This guy right here, Brett Whitehead. I'm Gwen Shroyer, and we have a great week of picks for you. Let's get right into it. Here's a look at our pickers. Coach Carpenter at the top. He separated himself a little bit from the pack. Then we have Brett Whitehead holding at number 2 along with Colin tied there. Drop down Sawyer Hughes at number 6, and I am at number 7. Mr. Rich Dragon at the back there at number 13.
At the 13.
All right, first game. Number 1, Georgia is traveling to South Carolina. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Georgia.
Who moved up to number 1? Big SEC rivalry, 2:30 game on NBC. Next game we have is California playing at Notre Dame. Notre Dame was a top 3 team.
Yeah.
Dropped out of the top 25 the last 2 weeks, losses.
And they play at 3:30.
3:30 on Fox. Who do you have?
I have Cal.
Cal with another beat up on Notre Dame. Next game we have is number 12, BYU at number 25, Oregon. 3:30 game on Fox.
They had a big win last weekend.
They did have a good win.
I have Oregon.
Oregon with the upset. I'm picking BYU. Next game you have is number 20, Ole Miss at Georgia Tech. 3:30 game on
I
ABC.
have Ole Miss. I have Ole Miss.
The Ole Miss Rebels. All right, next game, number 22, Penn State playing at Auburn. 3:30 game on CBS. This is a CBS game of the week.
I have Penn State.
Penn State with the good route over Auburn, who's not really done well. Okay, I know you love these guys. North Alabama is playing at Chattanooga. Game is 6 o'clock.
Homecoming week.
Plus, if you don't have anything to do, if you're not going to any games locally, that would be a great game to go to. We can see a couple Bradley players playing up there.
Yeah.
Who do you have in this game?
Chattanooga, it's homecoming week.
It's homecoming week, so that's a big deal. If you went to UTC, which I did for 1 semester.
It's on
if I'm being
ESPN Plus.
honest, I hated every minute of it.
It's on ESPN Plus.
I didn't like Chattanooga. Went to Berkeley. Mississippi State at LSU. 6:30 game on ESPN.
LSU.
LSU with the win. Next is Michigan State at number 11 playing at Washington State. 7:30 on ABC.
I have Michigan State.
Michigan, the Sparties. All right. South Florida.
Playing at Florida.
7:30 game, SEC game of the week. SEC.net's holding that game. Who do you have?
I have Florida.
Florida. I think South Florida's going to win.
And I have Miami.
Okay, you got Miami.
I have Miami.
Number 13, Miami's doing well. Number 24, Texas A&M is not doing well. 7:30 game on SEC Network. And the big one. When I say big one, look at that head over there, that football helmet. Who is that guy? Who is that? Is that you?
Yeah.
All right. Akron at number 15, Tennessee. 7 o'clock game on SEC Net.
I have Tennessee.
Tennessee with a win. Prediction is Tennessee's going to score more than 50 points on Akron in this game. 50-point underdog. So Tennessee at number 15, well deserved. Playing really well. Should be a good win for Tennessee, and I predict they will win as well. So let's come back. Look, I know you cover high school football. You cover
baseball.
Baseball. Of course, we're in the last 2
Braves
weeks.
Are not doing. The Braves are not doing.
They're a game and a half behind. Who do you have on some high school picks?
I have
McMinn Central.
McMinn Central and Brainerd.
That's going to be a good game.
I have McMinn Central. Coach Matt Moody.
What about this Cleveland at Farragut? That's going to be an intense game. Who do you have?
I have Cleveland.
Cleveland upsetting Farragut. Uh-oh.
Brainerd? Not Brainerd. It's
Bearden.
Bearden.
Excuse me.
Maryville.
Maryville.
I got Maryville. That's where my dad's from.
Your dad's from Maryville?
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Bradley at Hardin Valley.
Hardin Valley. So who do you have in that game?
Bradley.
The Bears.
You have Sequoia at Saudi Daisy.
Saudi Daisy's hosting Sequoia. Who do you have?
I have Saudi Daisy.
Saudi Daisy Trojans.
Science Hill playing William Blunt.
William Blunt. Who do you have in that one?
William
Blunt's hosting that. The Governors.
I have Science Hill. I have Science Hill.
You got Science Hill. The Hilltoppers. That's where Steve Spurrier's from. You guys don't even know who Steve Spurrier is.
Maryville Heritage. Maryville Heritage.
Maryville and Heritage? No.
No. It's
Heritage and Knox Central.
I have Heritage.
Heritage over Knox Central. Then McMinn, we already called Chattanooga Central playing against Red Bank. That's an old rivalry.
And here's a big one. Howard.
Yes.
From Chattanooga. Playing McMinn.
McMinn County. That's a big game.
That's the team we played.
We played last week and won. Ottawa at Ray County.
Smith County at Walker Valley.
Walker Valley is hosting the only local game this week. It's the only home game this week. You should go to that game if you're not traveling with the team. Really, you should go up to Hardin Valley and watch that game.
Tyner at Polk County.
Tyner at Polk County.
Derek Davis.
Anything else?
Listen to.
Let's do this. Let's go. Please, Braves, win a game. Please. Just win. You only got to win 4 games, and you're there. 4 games.
We're off today.
Braves.
Braves are off today.
Well, hopefully they're doing this right here. They're going, please help us win. Please.
Listen to the game on Talk 101.3.
Talk 101.3. The game will also be streamed through, I'll put it on Facebook and Twitter. They're streaming it up there. Those of you that cannot go but want to watch it, and I suggest you use the magic of having 2 apps open at once. Listen to Gary
and Coach Rowan.
And Coach Rowan, and sync it up with the stream from up there. That's how I like to listen to it.
And listen to Mix 104.1 Friday night. At Farragut.
Cleveland up there. Really hoping for a big win.
And we're off after we play Hardin Valley.
We have no game next week. It'll be nice. Everybody can rest, relax, get those injuries taken care of. Everybody's dinged up right now. Bradley. Not everybody, but there's some.
And we play Bearden after.
And then a couple weeks later, we'll play Bearden. All right. I think that's all we have for this week. Until next week, we'll see you
on the sideline.
Every day at one point or another, it hits Trace Thompson how grateful he is. Not just to be with the Dodgers again, and not just to be playing the way he is now, hitting 40% better than league average, but also to the people who believed in him, the ones who helped him see the light at the end of the tunnel when a promising start to his career got derailed. 5 years after his first stint with the Dodgers, the Southern California natives appear at ease back in Los Angeles. Now here's a look at the latest MLB scores. The Dodgers lost to the Diamondbacks, this time with a 3-5 game. The Brewers lost to the Cardinals 1-4, and the Cubs beat the Mets with a 6-3 play. Meanwhile, in the world of college football, Penn State comes down south in a rematch of last season's victory over Auburn in a Big Ten SEC matchup for college football's Week 3 action on Saturday. There's plenty on the line for both clubs. Penn State and the Big Ten have a chance to pick up a road W against an SEC team and build momentum going into conference play. Auburn has an opportunity to make a crucial statement for head coach Brian Harsin to prove himself to the Plains. Number 24 Texas A&M football is coming into Week 3 attempting to forget about what happened last Saturday when they were upset at home by an Appalachian State team they were favored to beat by over 17 points. They will be facing a much tougher opponent this upcoming Saturday against the number 13 team in the nation, the Miami Hurricanes. As for Miami, they're coming off of a 30-7 win against Southern Mississippi. They are 2-0 after also blowing out Bethune-Cookman in Week 1, led by one of the best run defenses in the entire league. It's a top 25 battle that should boast 2 really good defenses. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more news right after this break.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
A litter of puppies at a Tennessee shelter experienced a larger-than-life meeting last week with a popular 90s boy band. The Backstreet Boys were in the volunteer state for their September 8th concert at Nashville's Bridgestone Arena when they decided to invite a few pups to visit and participate in a special production shoot, according to the Nashville Humane Association on Facebook. The organization sent 5 shepherd mixes between 9 and 10 weeks old to hang out with the group, which consists of Nick Carter, Howie DeRoe, A.G. McLean, Brian Luttrell, and Kevin Richardson.
Tennessee is one of the few states that requires a lawyer to have worked full-time if they want to practice as a licensed attorney without having to retake a bar exam. That means when a part-time lawyer moves from another state to Tennessee, that attorney must take the Tennessee bar exam, regardless of whether that lawyer has already passed a bar exam and regardless of past work experience. This imposes a penalty on those who have voluntarily chosen to reduce their hours, like some working mothers.
Indiana Jones is back for his next adventure. The first teaser footage for the new untitled film was debuted at Disney's D23 Expo Saturday. And also making an emotional comeback is the famous archaeologist himself, Harrison Ford. Ford will take on the role of Dr. Jones once again, 40 years after he first starred in 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. The footage showed some great action sequences, such as Ford riding a horse through New York City. Other stars include Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Mads Mikkelsen. The film will be the 5th in the franchise and will hit theaters on June 30th of 2023.
A North Carolina woman escaped with just minor injuries after falling into a sinkhole at a Winston-Salem car dealership on Monday. Kia Longiant says the ground collapsed beneath her in the parking lot as she came out of the dealership. She was hospitalized with scrapes and bruises, but no broken bones. According to a fire official, the hole was roughly 15 feet wide and 8 feet deep. A department spokesperson couldn't identify a cause, but the dealership owner said an underground pipe collapsed. The owner is working with the city to identify the exact cause and repair the pipe.
The Hamilton County Health Department has announced it will be holding several bivalent booster vaccine events on Saturday. Sequoia, Ottawa, and Birchwood Health Clinics will all be offering the bivalent COVID-19 booster from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. this Saturday for anyone ages 12 and up with no appointments necessary. There will be more of these over the next couple of weeks. If a minor is being vaccinated, a parent or legal guardian must be present with the proof of guardianship and a current valid photo ID. Masks are required in all Hamilton County Health Department facilities.
McMinn County Sheriff Joe Guy is warning about what has become an all-too-common phone scam seeking payment to avoid jail time. The caller claims to be the McMinn County Sheriff's Office Warrant Department and says you must give them your credit card information to avoid jail time. Guy says that this is a scam, and if there is a warrant for your arrest, his deputies, quote, will come and speak with you personally about it, end quote. He also advises that should you receive this call, you should hang up immediately.
Teen drivers in Tennessee are not required to take a driver's education class before getting their license, but the State Department highly recommends it. Now a Chattanooga mom who lost her daughter to a teen driver is advocating for teaching teens how to be prepared on the road. According to Tennessee's Department of Health, motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for teenagers. It's been 2 years since 16-year-old Alex Saldana lost her life to a teen driver. Saldana is hoping to bring driving courses to the classroom. Quote, I'm going to do a mobile driver's ed course so we can go to the schools, we can give half-a-day course and get with the public schools, and it's not going to cost them anything, end quote, says Saldana.
Troopers arrested Lookout Mountain, Georgia Mayor David Bennett Tuesday night and charged him with driving under the influence. The Georgia State Patrol says officers with the Lookout Mountain, Tennessee Police Department tried to stop a vehicle for a headlight violation and a failure to maintain lane. The GSP says, quote, Mr. Bennett continued to drive and crossed into Georgia and came to a stop, end quote. Officers with the Lookout Mountain, Georgia arrived on the scene and recognized who was behind the wheel. They immediately reached out to the GSP to handle the case after, quote, smelling the odor of an alcoholic beverage, end quote. Troopers conducted field sobriety tests and arrested Mayor Bennett. Bennett was taken to the Walker County Jail.
You could earn a little cash by pumping your adrenaline this Halloween. The Dish satellite TV service is looking for someone to watch 13 films based on Stephen King novels. Whoever is selected will get $1,300 or $100 per movie. But it's not totally free money. You'll have to track your heart rate and jump scares and answer a few questions about which flicks you like best. You have to be 18, but aside from that, the qualifications are pretty casual. There's no drug test or background check. Check it out on usdish.com.
One of America's favorites, National Double Cheeseburger Day, recognizes a food icon savored across the United States, the hamburger. Seasoned ground beef, grilled and placed between two slices of bread or a bun, topped with sautéed onions, peppers, pickles, sliced onions, and cheese. Add condiments such as ketchup, mustard, or mayo. Any one of these combinations would create a modern American version of a hamburger. Now, double the patties and the cheese. The celebration requires it. Over the years, the hamburger has become a culinary icon in the United States, and Americans love their burgers. Enjoy a delicious double cheeseburger on this special day. Add your favorite toppings. Since it's a celebration, be sure to invite friends to join you. Whether you cook together or go out to eat, remember to celebrate every day and share your meal using hashtag Double Cheeseburger Day to post on social media.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You'll also find more online on our website, bchs.tv.
Please remind your friends to like, subscribe, share on our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. You just can't get enough Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School.
From all of us with Vox News, thank you for watching.
We hope you have a splendid day.
And as always,
God
God bless and go Bears.